Melissa Starker, and this is The Pulse for Thursday, February 28th. Will Ferrell was in town earlier this month, headlining the Funny or Die comedy tour at the Shot and plugging his new movie, Semi-Pro, which opens Friday. Co-starring with Woody Harrelson and Andre Benjamin, Ferrell plays Jackie Moon, a coach and player in the 70s-era American Basketball Association. As fans know, this isn't the actor's first play in a sports movie, and as Ferrell explained to reporters during a pre-show press conference, he's got ideas for more. We've cut together some video highlights of his visit, including Will Ferrell's secret to staying in shape.
I'd love to do a deep-sea diving movie in space. What else? I'd love to do a billiards film, and a jockey. Like, I'm a really tall jockey. Yeah. So those are the three that I'm working on. Yeah. And I should be. Yes. It's all about the cubed cheese. I eat probably 3 party packs of cheese a day, just to create a base, and then from there anything's possible. Well, it was great to get to grow my hair out like that, because you'd never hardly, you rarely get an opportunity to do something like that. It was fun. I mean, I kind of love that's why I love the 70s, is that people thought that the fashion was good. They thought that they were looking stylish, and they really weren't. Get the funk out of my face. Get the funk out of my face. So that's obviously a big part of the film is the wardrobe and the look, and it's not, the crazy thing, it's not exaggerated at all. I was watching a footage of a press conference with Rick Barry, and he literally had a neckerchief that like fell off his shoulder, and that's where I got the idea to always have like a scarf tied around my neck. But fashion, and especially in the ABA, a lot of the players, it was ridiculous, So it was fun to kind of bring that to life. Kent, our director, consulted with, there's some guy who runs a website that's like everything about the ABA, and I think that's where we got a lot of our logos and material. NBA owns all that stuff too, so we worked with them, and and then I think like Andre had a conversation with Dr. J. Yeah, and then at the front of the movie we have Artis Gilmore and George Gervin and James Silas. So those guys all came back and were blown away as to how authentic and crappy everything looked, and so that was cool to watch those guys walk into the arena we had made and have them go, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm stepping back in time. Yeah. Ooh, those are strong words. But I would have to agree to he's very much a jive turkey. Yeah. Capital J, capital T. Yes. 22%. Yeah. That's what I've done. 23, 25 in the past is too much, and 17's not. So 22%. When you have those types of films, it cuts down on when you can kind of throw stuff out. But yeah, that's what's so fun about working in comedy, especially the ones that I write with Adam McKay, and we scare other actors who come onto the set, because we'll literally do the written scene twice, and then he'll say, okay, let's just start playing around, and people will be like, do we have to? And like, yeah, it doesn't matter, just make it up, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we will never use it. But so they're pretty different. We had a 2 or 3 week training camp before the start of the film, and which Woody was still working, but he came for the second half, and Andre threw himself. He was already wearing the short shorts in practice, and and it's great. I mean, we all kind of come from 3 different worlds in a way. Andre's just getting to be known as an actor now, and obviously comes from music. Woody's kind of obviously, you know, he came from comedy, but he's also a fantastic dramatic actor, and then I'm kind of in between all of that. So it was really fun to just kind of meet and kind of put all our heads together about this. No, I'm usually in the same mode of just having fun, you know, on the set. What, you know, it just depends. I don't even know if I think about it. You know, if it's something where I have to scream because I'm being attacked by a bear, I'm not walking around going ah all day long. I just do it when they say action. So yeah, I just kind of snap into it, I guess, is the answer. This is fine. He's not doing anything. Jackie, move! I actually lived with a bear in Montana for about 6 months, and then we developed a relationship, but we never used that bear. So then it was a brand new bear, and we didn't feel comfortable with each other, so I wasn't actually working with the live bear. The shot where I'm at the top of the ramp. Here comes Jackie. That's me.
And that's where it ends.
Yeah. And then me getting up. That's me too. Yeah, kind of. I mean, it was. I've played a lot of pickup and played in high school, and Woody obviously still plays. And when we auditioned Andre, we literally stepped out in the parking lot and just dribbled around a little bit to see if it, you know, if he looked like he could do it. And yeah, so everyone and they had a pretty intense kind of tryout period in LA to find all the players for the other teams, and it was kind of amazing. You'd be acting next to a guy who played at Loyola Marymount. You know, like everyone either played in college or is currently playing overseas, and so it was kind of wild. It always tripped me up because they were playing at quarter speed for them, and so you get lulled into false confidence that I can kind of hang with these guys, and then a couple takes were like, you know, let's open it up. They just run right by you and dunk on you, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not that good. Yeah, so. Well, I don't think about it so much because that was just a different chapter, and I'm on. You know, I haven't been on the show in so long. That having been said, that's why it's so exciting to get to do something like tonight. It's back to that being in front of a live audience, and you know, our first two shows were so much fun, and I've never done anything like this, so and I think tonight's something like 14 or 15,000 people, which is cuckoo. Cube cheese? No? Really?